Alright, in today's video we are playing with the F-2A Premium, really testing to see if this jet is still good at 13.0. As I'm sure you guys are aware, saw 30s, the premiums went on discount, new F-14D at 13.0, so a lot of Fox 3s in this BR. But taking a look at the stats here, I did play 7 games in total, so not too many, but we did cook, guys. We got 22 kills, only 1 death, which is around is a 22 KD and around 3.14 kills per spawn. So guys, we cooked. But again, a lot of these games were up tiers. So really today's showcase here, we have a 6 kill game, 4 kill and 3 kill that I got from a couple of those games. And as always, if you guys do enjoy the content videos, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I have also started a membership if you do want to support the channel further. But yeah, guys, biggest thing again in this jet is going to be a Fox 1 versus Fox 3 and your understanding on how to play that. Because I will tell you, there was not one game where there was not a premium SAW 30 that I played on this jet. There was one game where I got a 12.3 to 13.3 and that was the lowest. Every other game was an up tier. So what you really need to understand how to do when you're playing against a Fox 3 jet is learn how to not depend on applying pressure with your missiles. So what does that mean, right? So when you're in a Fox 3 jet, you can simply just fire your missile and that's going to make him play on the defensive, right? It's going to apply pressure. If you fire a Fox 1 back, in this case an AIM-7M, you're going to instantly have to break lock if they fire at you, because again, you're going to have to go on the defensive. So you want to understand how to not rely on being the one applying pressure. So you need to be able to play good defensively, position yourself well to do really good in this jet. And again, you want to use your missiles wisely. Like for example, in the start of the game, if you do fire like 19, 20 kilometers away, somebody's most likely going to fire a Fox 3 at you at the start of the game. A lot of F-14 players out there, guys. You're going to be wasting a 7M, so don't even bother. Again, hold on to your missiles at the optimum time. Now, AM-3s, on the other hand, are absolutely broken, the best infrared missiles in the game. You'll see like this 6 kill game here, a lot of players drop lower altitude pretty quickly. And that's where your AM-3s are going to shine. Top down, these things are unstoppable. Again, they are so quick, so hard for enemies to actually flare off. So use that to your advantage. Other big things about this jet is the AESA radar is really good. So again, that helps you position yourself around your enemies. You can see where everybody is. And you also have a very good flight performance on this jet. Again, very fast, very good dogfighter, very good close range fighter. So it has its strengths and you just need to play to the strengths. Now to really answer the question, do I think this jet is still good at its BR? I think this jet is really good at its BR if you are an experienced player. So if you know what you're doing, if you are good defensively, you understand how to play against Fox 3s with Fox 1 missiles, you will do really, really good. As you guys saw, for example, me, I went 22-1. Now for players who aren't as experienced or aren't as good, you will really struggle in this jet. Again, because Fox 1 versus Fox 3s is not an easy matchup for, again, a player who is not experienced. You need to understand that defensive skill, which is something that does take time to learn. It does sometimes take a lot of game sense, understanding what's going on. So I think there's really two sides to it. For the average player, I would probably say no. For the experienced, I would probably say yes, this is a really strong jet. Now, obviously, for Japan, this is really the main or really only premium that is probably worth getting. I think there is one other premium in Japan, or I could be mistaken. But it's definitely worth it if you want to grind out Japan either way. 100%. Japan is probably, in my opinion, the best nation to grind. So, yeah, I would say if you're strictly just doing it to get the jet for the grind, yeah, very solid jet overall. Now, really to switch to some commentary here of the gameplay. So I did pick up 4 kills there pretty easily. Again, it's more about positioning in this jet, using it to its advantages. So we are going to fly back to base, rearm. We are going to retake off. My teammate did actually crash. So, yeah, 1v2 situation. Now, again, you have a very strong radar, so I can instantly spot where both of these guys are. And I decide to go off to the side here. And reason behind that is I know I'm playing against a Vigan and a Sa-34. Vigan has a pretty garbled radar, so I'm simply going to fly off to the side here, turn my radar off so it doesn't show up in his RWR, and he's not going to be able to find where I am. I know the general area he's in. He doesn't for me. So again, we want to play smart in these clutch situations. That is going to help you win a lot. Again, whether that's using the terrain, going higher altitude, again, depends on the situation, but you do want to play very smart. Now, again, I'm going to start to go up a little bit. I do want to gain a little bit of altitude. Altitude is king. So, again, we're going to gain a little bit there. And then I do turn back turn on my radar again here just to see and check where they're at. At this point, I feel like they are pretty close, where I feel comfortable to get ready to fire a 7M. Now, this definitely would have been difficult if, one, this Sa-34 player actually knew what he was doing and fired back. Because I think he was using air-to-ground missiles, and if the Vigan also joined in. That would have been a tough situation, both in the same spot, 1v2, and me only having Fox 1s. It will struggle in those situations just for the fact of Fox 1s, and I cannot apply pressure with my radar missiles. Now, I do low-key waste 2 7Ms here. Yeah, both of those did not hit. So at this point, I'm really just waiting for the gap to close for the AAM-3, and we are going to fire this. This guy actually turns to the side here, which is the worst possible thing he could have done against an AAM-3. They are deadly side aspect. So yeah, we do pick up the kill. Like I said, guys, very good speed with the AAM-3s, the best infrared missile in the game. So that does put me at an ace. I do have the 5 kills. Now I just need to take out this last guy. And I was low-key panicking a little bit here, I'm not going to lie. I knew that he was supposed to be somewhere in this general area. But again, one of the downsides with using Fox 1 missiles is you do need to lock your target, which also lets you not see anything else around you in the radar, which is another huge disadvantage compared to Fox 1s versus Fox 3s. Right, if somebody's using a jet with a good radar that has Fox 3s, they can fire while still seeing where everybody else is. Fox 1s, you can't. You lock the target, you can't see anything else. So again, keep that in mind. But we do end up finding this guy here. I guess he went all the way back to the base. He thought I went over there. Again, and that kind of goes hand in hand with what we did earlier, right? Is making it so that he can't find us easily. Now this shot here, I obviously did not shoot for him to get the kill. This here is really to apply pressure. Right now, I'm in a 1v1 situation. Very different than if it was a 16v16 setting. He has no idea where I am. He doesn't know how close I am. So I'm going to shoot my 7M. His RWR is going off. He also has a very bad RWR. So in his mind, he's going to be stuck on the defensive the whole time. This lets me close the gap. And again, if he does try to overcommit and turn and fire a Fox 3 missile at me, there's a high chance that he does die. So again, he's playing it very carefully, which I think was the right thing for him to do. But again, we're playing smart is a good way to put it. And at this point here, we are just simply closing the gap. AM3 is going to absolutely obliterate a Vigan as well in the dogfight. I'm going to absolutely destroy this guy. And yeah, we are going to fire that big boy away. And yeah, guys, that is going to make it 6 kills. Boom. Easy game there. And yeah, again, those are the main points that you do want to look out for with this jet here. But let's move on to the next game, which is going to be a 4-kill game. Alright, so moving on to the 4-kill game here. This one was on the big map, which is actually beneficial for you as long as you are not to 13.7 in an up tier. And the reasoning behind that is you have the best radar around this BR, around 13.3 and anything lower. You have a full ASA radar. You can basically see where everybody is, right? Especially if you're playing against Russian or Russia. They have very bad radars. So again, the big map actually does benefit you in this jet. So yeah, again, you want to see where everybody is, position yourself accordingly. Now we do see an F-18 over here. And yeah, we are going to kill this guy because he is all the way to the left. Again, we're always going to go to the left, higher altitude. And I really want to pick this guy off. Now I do see the guy up there as well I need to keep an eye on. We can see that he's a lot higher altitude. So again, something that I need to just keep an eye on. Now here I decide to use an AM3 because we can see he is in a semi-notching position. So if I were to use a 7M, he could probably notch it pretty easily. An AM3, if this guy does not have any clue how to dodge that, he is going to die, in which he did. So a very, very easy kill there. And yeah, we're just going to cut inside, see what else we can kill here. Luckily, I think my teammates did kill the guy up top, so nothing that we did have to worry about. Again, that would have been a bit of a tough spot for us. He was higher altitude, did have this speed advantage over us, and it really depends what he was into. Because if he had like an ER, for example, that would have definitely been tough. So, yeah. And again, we're going to cut inside here. I was having a conversation with this guy mid-game, too. Shout out him if he's watching. But, yeah. Again, guys, big map. We're going to dominate the field, or at least control the playing field, which is very, very big. That is huge, guys. But, yeah, we'll see a couple guys pop up here in just a second. They will pop up on the radar here. And, yeah. Guys, I think these are the main things to focus on in this jet. If you can get good at not relying on applying pressure with your missiles, you will cook. You will go 22-1 just like this. But yeah, very solid jet, and it's always fun playing it. I do really need to grind the rest of Japan. It's one of the nations I don't have, which is why I was playing this a little bit. But I've definitely been a little bit more busy, guys, with the World Cup. I'm not going to lie. I've been watching a lot of that. So content has been coming out a little bit slower, but that should end soon and we'll be locked in again. But we do get a kill there on the Sa-33, top down 7M. Did get the kill for us. There was clouds there, which is why I didn't use the AM3, because it's just so hard to lock on to people with the clouds. This map was very annoying. I hate maps like this where there's just clouds that are really right next to the ground. It's just annoying. And in this case here, we can see we have 4 enemies in front of us. Now, I was originally going to go for that guy right there, but he did turn into a notching position and start flying away. So we are going to target this guy, which is still heading in our direction. Get the kill. Now, again, guys, this is where its weak point is. You lock the target, and you can see now I can't see where the guy is behind him. I'm completely blind as to where that guy is. I have no idea if he's coming towards me, going to the side, and that can put you at a very big, heavy disadvantage. Not only that, 7Ms are very slow, so you have to hold your lock on for a little bit longer than you may want. Now, again, I completely lost this guy. This is a very good showcase here of that disadvantage. I have no idea where this guy is. If he were to see me, I could be cooked, but luckily, I guess we don't run into each other. I don't know what happened to him. But we do see a Sa-27 down here, and this poor lad is in perfect spot for us against a AM3. AM3 is going to absolutely obliterate this guy from this range. And yeah, very, very easy kill there, guys. AM3s are way too good, man. It's crazy. But that is going to do it for the 4th kill there. And nothing else really happens really for the rest of the game here. So I'm just going to skip to the end, showcase the last part here. Now, we don't actually get this kill here. Somebody else just kills him before us. So, yeah, that is going to do it for the second game. And let's move on to the next game. So, on to the last game here. Now, this game was a full up tier of 14.0. This one here is a great showcase of kind of what we were going over earlier, right? Not having to rely on missiles to apply pressure. So we do see the F-15 all the way off to the side here. We are going to target him, try to get a nice, easy, quick kill. And yeah, we're just going to slowly close the gap here. He does fire a Fox 3 missile at us. And yeah, we're going to get into the notch here. And again, guys, if we were to fire a 7M here, we would have to break lock. So again, we're not going to even bother wasting a 7M. And yeah, we are going to continue notching. Keep in mind my positioning here. I do always hold that 90-degree angle. Again, so that I'm in a very easily notchable position. He is going to fire 2 more missiles here at us. We do dodge both of those. And yeah, we are going to get in a little bit of a dogfight here with this F-15. So yeah, we decide actually not to use any of our missiles here either. Because at this point, it's like I may as well save my missiles. He is so close, gun range, and he does engage in a dogfight, which was a very big mistake on his end, to be honest. He could have simply just flown straight. My 7M would never catch up to him. But I got to give him credit, right? Engaging in the dogfight. Yeah, got to give props to that. A lot of people are scared to get in dogfights. But yeah, so very quick, easy kill there. Now, somebody is going to spawn out of nowhere here in a second in front of us, and we are going to get a pretty easy kill. But like usual, we are going to cut inside, see what we can find in terms of people towards the middle of the map. Again, you're really going to be able to see everything in this jet, which is the major advantage. Now, we do see him right here. I'm not too sure. I think it was a premium player or like a premium Cell 30. But we will fire that off there. And again, these Russian jets, their radar is so garbage at this BR that this guy can't even see me or where I'm at because I'm underneath him. But it was a premium player, Cell 30. And yeah, we get a very easy kill. Now we are going to cut inside and continue to cut inside, see what else we can find here. Now, this one was a little bit weird. I don't know if you guys have been having this issue too, but I feel like a lot of jets that are close are not like registering in my sight. Because there was a guy right here, right underneath me at the airstrip, and he starts firing some missiles because it was an F-14. And I don't actually even see him. I can see the missiles, but his jet doesn't appear. So it was kind of annoying. Now, granted, I don't have like this crew like Ace or anything like that, but I don't know. I feel like I should have been able to see him right here if he was right here, but I couldn't. I literally had to find him with my radar first. We can see him right here. And yeah, we are going to fire a 7M here, see what we can do with that. It's at least going to apply a little bit of pressure. And yeah, hopefully he turns around here, which is exactly what he's going to do. And, or actually, it was not an F-14, it was actually an F-16. So yeah, an F-16 spamming missiles like that is kind of crazy. And again, we are going to fire those AAM-3s, and this guy turning around like that, boom. Did actually get him, I think, with the 7Ms maybe. But, no, we got him with the AAM-3. But that's going to do it for the video. Let me know what you guys think of this jet. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.